Welcome to the Big Fish. I'm Captain C.T. Williams. We've got a great show today coming out of Delacroix with Captain Jack Payne. Now what's different? Jack and I fish a lot together, but if you are in tune and you're looking carefully, you'll see something very different about today when Jack and I are fishing. The simple fact is, there's a cloud in the sky. There's not a tornado on land. There's not a lightning bolt off to the marsh side over here, this right side.
Hey, but look.
It is a beautiful day.
It is, but look, we got 25-mile-an-hour winds.
No, this is not a 25-mile-an-hour wind.
I'm pretty sure it's close.
All right, so you can see the Rozos behind us. They're leaning ahead.
So I get every challenge I get with CTs, it tests my fishing abilities to the fullest.
Would you have it any other way?
I like the challenge.
Hey, look, he's got his new fancy 100-mile-an-hour thing going on here.
I'm cold nature, you gotta have this. About 40, about 52 I think right now.
Now, talk to me about what's been going on, because truthfully, we're talking about bass and redfish. The speckled trout have been a little scattered, huh?
It's been really tough this year. The river's been steadily high, all that water coming through the Mardi Gras cut. Then they dredged the twin pipeline and resunk the pipeline down to its normal depth. It was floating up in some spots, and they had a big barge in there, you know, undermining the pipeline and then setting the pipeline back down and then filling it back up with the mud. 4-horse was dirty when the fish were kind of biting over that way. So we've had a lot of, you know,
challenges?
Yes, extremely. And it's still, the river's 11-2 and falling, but it's just got everything, as you can see here, just dirty, you know.
11-2. For you know the end of the year, December, that's high.
It's insane.
Normally down to three feet, you know.
Insane. But honestly, I think there's some trout in the inside. It's just, you know, the water's just been so dirty, and it's just hard to catch them when it's dirty. You know, I don't know too many people that can and do consistently, but I think I heard a few reports from some of the guys that really fish hard down here. They've been catching a couple fish here and there. So I'm thinking there's some fish in there when the river comes back down and the water clears up. They got the diversion shut off finally now. I think we're gonna be into something. I think there's a few fish on the inside that just haven't showed themselves yet.
Generally speaking, don't you think, it's been my experience is that Hopedale will turn on with sort of the transitional fishing and the winter fishing soon, but as the colder it gets, it's the better the Delacroix fishing gets in the places like Terrebonne and Oak River and the Oak River Drift and the hard shell bottoms that are close to those deep places, Little Lake,
yeah.
Turn on. So really, we still haven't gotten into the super cold period. Do you think that's still gonna do well this year?
I'm praying. I mean, my business depends on it. I'm hoping, you know, it's just hasn't showed itself yet. But like I said, some guys that really know how to fish Delacroix, and they catching some fish. And they told me they think this fish here is just too hard to catch because of the dirtiness of the water.
And that's speckled trout. But when it comes to redfish and bass, they're everywhere.
Redfish especially, bass, you know, we catching them. I ain't specifically targeting bass.
Right.
But well, yeah, we have been catching bass. If you're coming to do some red fishing for your first time in Delacroix, you know, you might want to fish close to Oak River where they got some grass lines on the river, or some bays that come into Oak River where they got some big grass flats that you can visibly see the grass, a big line of grass. You know, that's how I've been targeting. I've been looking for deeper bayous where they got, you know, grass beds up close to it, and I've been just fishing there, chumming a little bit. Sometimes that's been helping me out pretty good. You know, throw some dead shrimp out there, stink up the water and get them fired up and coming out the grass and stuff. But that's been my main goal. I've been fishing around where they got deep water and, you know, some bays where they got some grass flats on it, and that's how I've been just wearing them out. I've been catching so many redfish, it's out of control how many redfish I've been catching.
So what's the plan today?
Yeah, we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna hit some spots where they got some deep water close to where we fishing. We're gonna fish some grass lines and, you know, live shrimp under a popping cork.
I like it. All right, well, we'll make the run out there and get ourselves rigged up using popping corks. That's all we're gonna do today, popping corks.
Popping corks.
I won't see you on the bottom at all today.
Not cold enough today. They still in the shallow bays, you know, close to the deep water. But I think the water temp is still like 58 degrees, 60 degrees. So I think we're fine. We don't have to fish jig on the bottom or nothing like that today.
I'll tell you what, we'll take an early break. You take a break. We're gonna make the run. We'll catch some fish as soon as we get on the hot spot. We'll see you when you get back.
Look, he's the first one out there. That don't scare me though.
Yeah, but I don't know where I'm throwing. You're gonna put it in the hot spot. I'm just
Hey,
pitching.
really, honest to God,
I'm just pitching.
up along that grass line up there,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty good.
That's what we're trying.
But I couldn't anchor there yesterday. It was just so rough.
All right, we headed a little south from Sweetwater Marina in Delacroix. Got Capt and Jack Payne behind your television set on the front of this boat, already in the hot spot. He hadn't caught anything yet, but I'm sure he will. What we're looking at here is just some moving water across the marsh. You're seeing some broken marsh, and then you're seeing the grass beds. And like Jack said before we left, it's all about these grass beds right now. Probably one of the better food sources now that the shrimp have, for most parts, moved all the way out of the marsh. So you can get up in those grass beds and you can find some minnows and some crabs and all kind of little parasites and things to eat. And kind of a perfect condition. If you just look, you can see the water coming around that point and right into those grass beds. I mean, if I'm a redfish, I'm hanging there. What?
I let you have the point, straight up.
That's the kind of guy he is. I got a little green grass and a red fish. Like a little present. Boom! A beautiful, perfect
I'm casting over there now.
dinner redfish right there.
And watch where I'm casting.
That's all right.
I can only take it so long.
First red in the boat. That would be the first fish in the boat. That would be, where you at, Captain Jack?
I'll let you cast off the point. It's your TV show.
Oh, look at that empty box. Filling it up. Ooh, look at you catching fish while I'm getting bait. Mm-mm-mm. Very nice. Oh, let me get this fish.
Oh no, they turned on.
What's wrong with this thing? Nothing.
That's crazy.
Big
You caught
bad
two, I caught
red.
one. Bam, 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 that's fast. They just like,
Oh, come on in here, boy. 1, 2,
get out his
put
way.
that on the boat.
Wow.
Man, more spots, more pounds, bigger, prettier. Jiminy. Oh, what? That's a good one. Wow. There you go. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Boom. Look at that orange pumpkin. Well, it's taken a little over 30 seconds to get my next bite, so while I have a moment, let me send you down to the Big Fish Kitchen. Let's see what we're cooking today.
First thing, I'm gonna sear the scallops. For some reason, scallops do not like black pepper. I don't know why. So, just put a little bit of salt on them. We give them a quick spray, and I'm going to put a drop of oil in this hot pan, and then I just want a good sear on both sides. They don't have to be cooked to be tender and sweet and juicy, so certainly medium rare. I wouldn't cook them much past that. Get a nice color on them like that. Okay, I've got some butter, some chopped shallots. All right, I'm going to take these out and I'm going to put them back in after we finish this. Okay, shallots are sweated off in the butter. I'm going to add some balsamic vinegar and let that reduce. Balsamic vinegar has got a good deal of sugar in it, at least the kind that we have here. So that's going to cook down to almost a glaze. So at this point, I'm going to turn the fire off. I'm going to put the scallops back in. We're going to heat those again right before we pick them up in the salad, but just let them sit there while we make our salad. All right, we've got arugula, feta cheese, watermelon, tomato, Louisiana strawberries, salt, sugar, lemon juice, and olive oil. And I'm looking at this going, like, I think this stuff would be pretty good together. And I really want you to approach cooking fish like that. You know, when you've got a great piece of fish, there's all kinds of different ways you can go with it. I mean, I've got a little more experience maybe. I'm going to make sort of a basic salad dressing out of lemon juice and oil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar. You know, I know the fruit's going to come together. I know the saltiness of the feta is going to add a little bit more fat. We're going to toss it all together. I'm going to start with my fruit. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. I'm going to add a decent amount of sugar, about a tablespoon. I'm going to toss that. Let that sugar and salt melt in there a little bit. I'm going to squeeze juice of about a half a lemon in there. A little bit of olive oil just to, that's not really going to mix, going to emulsify, but if I do it this way, it's going to mix in. I want it to be able to coat my arugula. And then I'm going to add my feta. And just going to pour that reduction right over the top of everything. It's summer salad with scallops and balsamic reduction from GW Fins.
GW Fins has dinner items so fresh they print a new menu daily. Give them a call and tell them CT said to give you the best seat in the house.
Caught the fish right out of my spot. I even cast over him, and then he went and I said, I'm gonna get out of your way. He goes, no, I already got out of your way. I got out of your way with a big old redfish. Ooh, nice one. Beautiful. That might be the biggest one of the day, Jack. Good looking fish, good looking fish.
Good
Bam.
looking. Good
Number
looking to me.
5.
Ain't as big as CT's, but
Number 5.
number 5 for me. Look delicious.
Limit it out. Jack has to sit down. He's out. He's trying. He's trying.
Well, if you keep
doing,
him.
This was doing loop-de-loops coming into the boat. Little circles. Boop. Number 5. You know what time it is?
Yeah, it's 1:47.
It is 1:47. I think we got here close to 1 o'clock. So basically, 10 reds and 1 out. The smallest one being the last one to go in the box, but not a bad catch at all. Delacroix on fire with redfish. Bass aren't too bad. Speckled trout a little scattered, but they're out there to be found if you just want to go after them. All right, limited reds in a very short period of time. It's a lot of fun. Captain Jack says maybe we can go find a few speckled trout. We're gonna make a quick run and see what we can find. You take a quick break and be right back.
I ain't kidding.
Get out of here.
Oh my God,
A
what
big
do
old red.
I have here?
We don't have a net big enough for whatever that is, so you might as well just let it go.
Thank you.
That is a bull of bull reds.
Jeez. I know you don't want to net it, but go ahead and put it in there for me.
Dinosaur, submarine.
Jesus.
My Lord, look at the size of this thing. What are you doing up in the marsh, baby? Come on in here. Come on, give me a hit. All right, let it slack. It won't go in any other way.
Wow.
Nice fish, Jack Payne.
Now I'm gonna end the show right.
Nice. What is a 45-pound redfish? That is one big red.
Say bye-bye.
Go make babies. Thank you for eating Jack's bait. Jack, we've been trying to spend some quality time with all the folks that we talked to. You and I have been doing reports together for a long time. And as we close out, sort of get towards closing out the year, tell me a little bit, I guess, first of all, tell me a little bit about how this year went. As far as fishing in general, Was 2018 a better year, an average year, or not as good?
I'll say a little bit below average.
A little below average this year. Do you think that we had two high river crests this year? Do you think the fresh water that was dumped into Breton Sound and it came through the Mardi Gras cut and all affected that?
100%.
100%. But those fish didn't go far. I mean, you know, it's not like they disappear. So what do you see now as we get into the depths of winter?
Oh, I'm hoping the river's going to go back down. If the river goes back down, the water should clear up in the interior of Delacroix.
So there you go. That's the wrap up from Delacroix. Captain Jack Payne at Sweetwater Marina. Give him a call. Certainly he's usually pretty good about giving some spots away. Full accommodations, full store, launch, bait, everything you can imagine, and as many guides. He can put together as big a charter party as you want to put together, should you prefer to let someone else show you where the fish are. Thank you, sir.
Anytime, man. It's always fun fishing with you.
Always fun fishing.
It's always fun whipping him, too.
Pulling on the bully beat down. You see, I caught the first fish.
I'll let you.
I'll let you get the last one.
I know you did. That's it.
That's it.
That was a good one.
Dun, 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 dun. A great day of red fishing down in Delacroix, Louisiana, Sweetwater Marina with Captain Jack Payne. Got the fish cleaned, got the boat put away, and got no time left as far as the show goes today. I hope you had a lot of fun with me and Captain Jack. Hope you learned a little, couple of tricks. I think the grass beds on the deep canals is a great one that Jack shared as far as finding those redfish in Delacroix. And I sure hope that a little later we see the speckled trout pick up down here as far as the bite goes, especially with the dirty water. I also hope to see you out on the water catching fish like we did. Come by and say hi. But if I don't, do me a favor and please join me right back here on the Big Fish next time. Thank you for watching. And this one's bigger! Can't get him in the boat.
He ain't in the boat yet. In the boat that time, folks.
Flinging whales. Look at the fat. That is a fat. Man, that's worth a couple grand at a tournament somewhere. Fling that in here. Flip it right on the floor, right by. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is what I like about CT. I don't have to take him off the hook. After he beats me,
What, that little tiny fish?
take him off for me. I don't mind. As far as I know, the little ones taste better than the
That's
big
right,
ones.
they do.
Like, no thank you, Jack. This is a great spot, man. I'm having a great time. It's just,
Thank you, Jack. This is a great spot. I'm having a great time. Giving you a bully beat down.
you in my spot.
Yeah,
I was in this spot.
Don't get my spot, man. Don't you know I'm fishing here? I've been fishing here for years.